And the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Pass on for the extra point. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Baker going to give it to Irving. A gain of 5, good enough. For the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
70 Timberwolves. He's coming. Cowboy 80. Switch. Kill. Panther Street. Slam. Hey, smash Broncos. SOS. Riggs. Check 13. You go tight. You got 60 Maverick. Switch. Pace. Go.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Trap 60.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the out.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. That's such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year, 10th overall. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass.
Zone drop right there deep. Got your zone drop so deep. I got you. You think just because you got Warren Sapp and Vita Vea, you can stop the run. You ain't gonna stop shit here. Bet you don't stop, man.
After the touchdown,
Yeah, keep your zone drop deep. I see what you're doing. Got your zone drops at 25 and 10.
Will come out to the 30-yard line.
Well, I'm at 15. That's where you got him at. That's funny. Go on and run Ward done. I know where you're going. Let's go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something.
Oh, we ready for that too. I told you we were going to run Ward done.
They threw the interception
told you that.
On the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me,
I read it, man. I read it. That was a damn interception.
Make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before
Yeah, you can do that little thinking dunk. Ain't number 41 seconds.
Catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think.
He got number one timeout.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. He'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 11 yards for number 11.
I love the intelligence of McMillan's game because he's quick operating out of the slot, but he finds those soft spots in zones and presents himself well to his quarterback.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle, it's complete. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Mayfield now. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Baker changing the play at the line. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the 2nd half gets underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now they'll change things up. Here's 2nd and 8. And this will be caught by Mooney. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to throw now on first down. That's out wide here for Robinson. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 9.
Viking 18. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. On play action, they'll throw. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
70 Timberwolves. Dragon 60. Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's able to find Melton, and he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
2nd and 6. And, oh, what a catch at the 2. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get it to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Shoot.
Bronco 80.
Safe.
Robinson is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I don't know if there's any other way to put it, but that play was blown up right from the snap. How about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? It's almost like they were in the offensive huddle.
It's one thing to stand him up from that 1-yard line. Pushing him back to the 5, though. Wow.
Yeah, I like what you just said there. Not just stand them up, but end up making a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Jack.
Tiger, 19 Tiger.
From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. Robinson. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kick by Bass is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
This pass is caught by London.
And down inside the 15 he goes. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Cowboy 80. Warrior 70.
Hey, Mike 40.
They'll look to throw again. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tanner Muse. Excellent job on that play. A big loss. 18 yards.
And on second and goal, they decide to throw it again, and this result is even worse. They take a sack. On first down, it was simply an incomplete pass. Not a good first two plays, beginning with first and goal.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
They'll try to run with Robinson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Bass is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The Bucs on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Fights him off, and he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Look, we talk about second effort all the time, but in short yardage situations, you'd better have second effort in order to try and pick up a first down. And sometimes as a back, you have to be your own blocker too, don't you?
And we talk about running lanes. He made his own running lane right there with that power move. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Mayfield on first down. He completes it to Evans. And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Airing this one out for Evans. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Mayfield off the play fake. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Troy Anderson. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now a throw here, hauled in.
Room past the 35.
And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. Out to his left. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Baker.
Airing this one out for Evans. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion.
You might well go on and get you some garbage yards, homeboy. Go and get you some garbage yards.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down.
One last shot for Mayfield here. One last shot at the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Atlanta, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And now they'll have